It's your girl. It's your girl. It's your girl Stephanie. And this is Wrestling in Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up and thumbs down this video. Join the conversation in the comments. Follow me on my Instagram, on my Twitter. Links are all over this YouTube page. Subscribe. Turn on the notification. I just want to stop and say hey to all the new subscribers who joined to come over here and join. I appreciate it. I am on my road to 100. If you haven't seen it posted on my my Instagram and my Twitter, I want 100 subscribers to this YouTube. That is what I'm working on. I just feel like I deserve, and you deserve, because I give good content. Even though someone told me I was insipid, I like all comments. I don't care. Okay, this is how I sound. This is what I do. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I don't know how I sound to you, but I think I sound great when I'm not sick or whatever. Alright, so, I'm working on some things over here, and stuff takes time because I don't have an Apple computer, and I don't have all that great shit a lot of YouTubers have. I have old trusty right here, and it takes time to get the shit together, right? So, while I was working on some things that I will be posting throughout the week, something that popped off on Twitter, and apparently Jordan Myles felt some kind of way about a piece of merch that done came out. And I go over, on my page, on my Twitter, and I said, let me see, because I follow Jordan Myles, right? He's an NXT superstar. He just won the NXT Breakout Superstar Tournament, even though he ain't on the fucking show. I just, I didn't say nothing about it because I'm sitting here like, well, maybe he gonna be on the show, but they was pushing the other dude, and the Latino dude, Angel Garza, and everybody else but Jordan Myles, and I don't know what's going on. Now, we can speculate a lot of reasons why what's going on right now is happening, but I'm gonna stand with Jordan Myles because I don't feel like this man would rile up the small black wrestling community, would rile it up like this if he was not sincere in his disgust for what's going on with his merch. I get into this controversy. I started a podcast because I like I said numerous times, there isn't enough black women, black men, black people talking about wrestling, talking about what they like and represented in the wrestling community. So I started a podcast because all I was listening to was white men, white boys talk about tits, ass, pussy, and their favorite wrestlers are all white, and whoop de whoop what they like. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. A lot of controversy has happened before this one, like Leo Rush and him being hazed and made to carry luggage, and he didn't want to do it, and he got punished. And we'll come around that. We'll come around to that. And Lars Sullivan and his racially charged nonsense, and now we got Hulk Hogan back on TV as if, oh well, everybody's cool now. We got Hulk Hogan and his racist ass because his daughter Brooke Hogan wanted to get dick down by some black dick. We got that going on. He back. We got a whole cuckold situation with Rusev and Bobby Lashley and Lana, which I have a whole video on why it's a problem to have that type of imagery on television when the representation is already devastated. I also posted a video, which is doing pretty well, I might add, about no black women being represented right now on TV in mainstream wrestling. None. I went to all the top promotions and none of them. None. Y'all said Bianca Belair. Okay. I don't want to see Bianca Belair on no mainstream TV outside of NXT because they won't know what to do with her. And she is the whole package. Okay? I have talked about AEW and their quest for diversity and inclusion. 2 words I don't care about that are farce. I have sat here and pointed out all the issues, not to mention international talent not being able to speak their language, but now they're speaking their language because they're heels. So if it's a heel, you don't need to know what the fuck they saying. They mean and nasty anyway, so there. the way Oscar's been treated, Kyrie Sane, Andre Cien Almas, I could go on and on and on. Representation matters. It is what I say over here. Representation matters. Maybe that should be my new tagline. So we could be clear. This is Wrestling in Color Podcast. Representation matters. Okay? You got Mustafa Ali. He said he is Muslim and Middle Eastern. He wants to represent his ethnicity, his religion, his people correctly. He didn't come out with a turban. He didn't do all that like WWE had others doing. No, he is the harvest of light and some type of superhero, but that's neither here nor there. When it comes to the Latino community, you had Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. He came out representing it the way he needed to. His Chicano and that outside, all that. We loved it. That's his thing. And it came across. You got Rey Mysterio still out here representing for the Latino community, even though the way he's being beat up and used as of late is terrible. Okay, now you got La Familia and this boxer is gonna come and save and all this shit. But for some reason, when it comes to the black folks, you can't get the shit right. Can't get the shit. You won't push Cedric Alexander. You won't push Ember Moon. Naomi, she had her shine, and you pull her out like, she's a can of trusty peas every now and then. It's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's historic. Okay? It's historic. And it needs to be discussed. Whether this happened or not. I'm going to always talk about it. You understand? You understand? Okay, now, and I want to shout out Cameron Connors. I was on Instagram and I put out an APB, All Points Bulletin. I said, somebody find out who Cameron Connors is, because when I see a black woman on the wrestling TV, that is a unicorn, and I need to know what the fuck is going on. I want to go ahead and shout out whether she hears this or not. I put out the APB, and someone found it, and I'm just looking it up really quickly. I had put under Wrestle Diaries. I said, who is it? They said they're not sure, but they're trying to figure it out. I said, let me know, because I couldn't find nothing about no Cameron Connors. Finally, Kelsey Heather, she went ahead and got the MVP award. Come to find out, Cameron Connors' name is, her name is Cameron Brene. Cameron Brene, if I'm pronouncing that right, or is it Brandy? I'm not sure, but I think it's Brene. She is a wrestler out of Missouri. She's raised in Missouri, and she's out here doing it apparently, and that was her television debut, I believe. So congratulations to her. That's the first time she was ever on television. Unfortunately, to be jobbed out to Lacey Evans. I just want to say, hey, I follow the black gals immediately because I don't see a lot of them. Okay, so besides that, let's get back to this. So Cedric Alexander. I'm sorry, but Jordan Myles was very upset this week, and he posted on Twitter, and it hit my timeline, that he didn't care for the bullshit. He don't care what happens. He is going to speak out. He is going to say what he needs to say. He is a grown-ass man, and he understands that representation is a thing, and it matters. Okay? It matters. Alright? So Sunday, Jordan Myles posted, the tweet heard around the wrestling community. It said, I'll keep posting this till my voice is heard. I'm not sorry for anything I say or do. Representation is important. If this is Vince and Triple H's vision of me, then this is a slap in the face to every, and he put every in capital. So he wanted everybody to see it. Every African American performer, fan, and supporter. It's a black t-shirt with like a red, I guess supposed to be smile in the back or mouth, and Jordan Myles' name in the middle of it. The middle, the Jordan Myles is teeth, or it's supposed to be representative of teeth, and it jumps out at you. It jumps. It's just whoop, and right in your face. I see blackface. You know why? Because of I'm black, and that's what I see in the history of this country. And I'm not trusting. I don't believe none of the nonsense, the microaggressions, and this is what black people deal with all the time. And we gonna see it, and we hypersensitive, and we see it, and this is it. Now, listening to other people in the wrestling community give their take on this situation, it's very frustrating, and it's very it's telling. When you white, and if you don't understand or what's going on, simply fucking ask. If you're a white wrestling commentator or wrestling, doing your thing out here, and you want to speak on this Jordan Myles thing, I suggest you ask before you open your fucking mouth, because you are going to look like a jackass. I sit and I listen to wrestling from these different people, and they speak on this is racist, and they'll say this is sexist, and this is what's going on here. But for some reason, when it comes to certain aspects of wrestling, they don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. Don't fucking say it if you don't know. I don't know what blackface is, y'all. Let me take the time out to Google this, because a lot of white people don't. Why would they? It don't affect them. I don't know what it's like to have a potato family either, but I went and figured out what the Irish was going through, right? Jordan Myles felt is blackface. I see the blackface. It's a black t-shirt, and how could you not? How could you not? All they need to do is add some eyeballs, and that would have set the motherfucker off. Already set it off. Everybody's seeing it, everybody sees it and don't like it. Comment after comment like, oh wow, no, oh man. Somebody said, well, considering how they use blacks in the WWE, this shouldn't be a surprise. Okay, then you got the way I don't see where this is at. I just thought it was lazy. I don't see what's going on here. Then everybody got to antagonize, and they got to tell you to move on. They got to say, oh, get a grip, and they got to say, cut it out, and whoop the whoop, and don't invalidate when someone is hurt and when someone is feeling a certain kind of way. This is the way this man feels. Let this man feel the way he fucking feels. I'm just going to read this exchange. I'm going to leave it. They said, ACH, I love you and I've always been a fan of yours, but what in the God's name were you thinking when you signed with them? Like, what did you expect? You're so much better than that t-shirt design and even NXT. This is beneath you, but you're stuck there. Somebody said, don't place blame on him because he didn't know they was going to do him like this. It's every wrestler's dream to go to WWE in some capacity, and I'm sure he got all the offers, but this is where he is now, and I'm sure you're at a job that doesn't appreciate you, but you signed up. That's what I think a lot of people forget. WWE is a workplace. It's a job. I know they're entertaining you and everything, but this is jobs. And they make money, and actors make millions of dollars, and it's a job. And when people like Harvey Weinstein, all these things happen, it's workplace violence, it's workplace. You can't do that. You go to WWE's page, they have mission statements, they got all types of shit, and it's supposed to be safeguarding these people from hostile work environments. How are you going to safeguard when you the fucking one who's making it hostile? The damn owner and the people. Okay? Some people didn't understand. Just say it. I didn't understand it. No awareness. I said they just don't give a fuck. It ain't no awareness. They just don't give a fuck. They keep putting out terrible images of black people. You got Bobby Lashley. With this cuckold shit. You got Apollo Crews grinning and skinning and can't get ahead. Ember Moon jobbed out because don't nobody know what the fuck she's supposed to be, and she ain't hot and blonde. Hell, look at Naomi. Naomi been a staple with the company for a long time, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. When she come out, she lost to Alexa Bliss 2 times in one fucking night. You can't get no bad than that. I have listen, it's too much. It's too much. So WWE released a statement. They released a statement, and it says as follows. Albert Handy Jr., Jordan Myles approves this t-shirt for sale. As always, we work collaboratively with all our performers to develop logos and merchandise and design, and to get their input and approval before proceeding. This is the same process with Albert, and we responded swiftly once he later requested that the t-shirt logo be redesigned. No t-shirts were sold. This person wrote that it appears that he's upset, and the t-shirt's terrible. We got that. People were like, well, why would you tag Vince and Triple H? That ain't right. You gonna get in trouble. So fucking what? What? So y'all go to work and get kicked in the ass and don't say nothing? So Joy and Myles said he told them, he said WWE told him it was a Rolling Stone style design playing off the band's mouth with the tongue sticking out logo. He said, "What? How does that look like? Y'all know what the Rolling Stones logo look like? It's the tongue like it's Mick Jagger's mouth with his tongue hanging out. How the fuck did that look like the Rolling Stones? What? This company is billions of dollars, and you mean to tell me that was what y'all came up with and said that looked like the Rolling Stones?" I as much merch as Becky Lynch has, and I feel like Becky Lynch has some say in her merch now, not before that last kick of shit and all that bullshit. She had nothing to say in that. Now she's the man and she's the top dog at the company right now. She can speak on her shirts. I think what's the shirts? The shield with the hands. They could speak on it. That shirt's cool. When they get to a certain level in the company, they can now speak on their shirts. Joy Myles NXT, none of them NXT people speaking on their shirts. None of them. I think Ciampa, he got a good shirt. Ciampa got a good shirt. I think if Finn Balor comes out with a new shirt now that he's the, Prince Devitt again, he gonna have a decent shirt. So Joy Myles went on to say, I use this shirt as fuel. I knew the shirt existed and my soul hasn't been able to rest properly since I laid eyes on it. My voice will be heard. My true opinion will be heard. My people will have their moment. Because he responded to somebody said, so I missed this a month ago, but from a little quick research, they released and then replaced the problematic design last month. Did you not know about it? So apparently Jordan Myles knew about the shirt, and he wasn't going to say nothing. But he felt that it was blackface for a while, and he got tired of the shit. Maybe he got tired of the shit because he ain't on TV and he won the goddamn tournament. And so now he said, listen, I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm finna mobilize the black folks, and we finna run down on these motherfuckers. Maybe that's what he's doing. Or maybe he don't want to fucking deal with WWE no more. Somebody said nothing. Somebody said, poor soul that you got to deal with this. He said, nothing poor about my soul. This shirt is what's wrong with America and wrestling in the wrestling industry. Somebody said, I'm not sure they, WWE, are capable of regret. He said they will learn to regret that after this, and I promise you that. So he finna go to war. Joy Myles finna go to war, and I'm gonna be right here standing with the brother because I've already documented plenty of instances where WWE has been wrong, and they stay wrong. Now, I want to go ahead and read something because this whole idea of everyone's involved with their merchandise, and he said yeah to that bullshit. The guy said Rolling Stones mouth. That don't look shit like Rolling Stones. It look like somebody used some Photoshop, some fucking 8th grade bullshit and put it on a t-shirt over at Teespring. Y'all don't give a shit about your talent, none of that, and it shows in these t-shirt designs. Now the other company, who was a t-shirt company supposedly, AEW, their t-shirts are fabulous. I mean, just jumps right out at you. What the fuck is the problem? The t-shirt's supposed to represent the person. And when I go to a wrestling, when we went to see WWE last year, I had got Roman Reigns t-shirt. Ain't nothing big about it. I got my son Bobby Lashley before he became a cuckold. There. Don't now Bobby Lashley, he's not popular, but his t-shirt was a decent t-shirt, and it made the point. Here, you know, he threw his fingers up, you knew it was Bobby Lashley. Roman Reigns was just a black t-shirt with a dog, whatever. Nothing serious. I don't think Roman Reigns is involved in none of his merch. I don't think he gives a shit outside of the, you know, surviving cancer merchandise. I'm reading this article from ProWrestling.com, and it's about Big E. He recently appeared, this is 2018, he appeared on 107.7 The Bone with Bimbo Jimbo and Baby Huey. And you could go find the interview. I'm not doing it. It was about merchandising. On wanting the Book of Booty to be a different kind of wrestling book, he said, and I quote, "A lot of WWE and wrestling books are very serious. They will take through the rise and fall and the hard times, but this is a fun read. It's about 165 pages, very colorful. It has trivia, it has a top 10 list, it has a structural tutorial on how to dance like Biggie. It's meant to be fun. It's for kids and adults who are kids at heart. It's definitely very, very us, and we wanted something to reflect that. I want y'all to pay attention to what he's saying here. They are involved, right? On New Day's merchandising power. Listen to this. This was important to us and something that we always wanted to be hands-on, and we try to be very involved in the process when it comes to merch. A lot of times it's stuff they'll come to us with, and we're like, hey, that's a great idea. Then sometimes we'll have an idea and we really like, and then we'll go to them. Also, a couple of years ago, we were #1 in the entire company for merch sales when we had the Bootios t-shirt release. I think that really showed them that, hey, these guys can really move merch, and it allowed them to put some more trust in our hands. We just wanted something that was fun. A lot of times we would look around at the current landscape in terms of what was available from t-shirts. And a lot of it was very dark, and a lot of black shirts, a lot of stuff we thought looked very similar to the other designs. We wanted something that when you saw it, it stood out in arenas during intermission, and when you look out at the t-shirts and we had a shirt that would pop. We wanted something that would catch your eye. We wanted something that was colorful. We wanted something that was fun. And that's something we always try to do. Even seeing something like unicorn horns, that was something that I thought would be around for maybe 3-6 months. Then no longer than be a thing. But the fact that we're still selling unicorn horns, I think it's definitely been over 2 years. Same thing with the cereal. The fact that we even have cereal in the wrestling is absurd, and I love it. It's been really cool for us, and we've always wanted to be unique. This is Big E talking about if they had more input on their merchandise than most WWE superstars. Here it goes. Yeah, I would say so. And that's something that obviously took some time. The first shirt came out without us even seeing the design or even having input in it. And obviously, you want to be grateful for your first piece of merchandise. I think things took off for us from an in-ring perspective and from a merchandise perspective when we finally allowed us to have more of a voice. I would hope that more talent would get to the point where they are trusted to be able to sit down and say, hey, this is what we're thinking. But unfortunately, let me read this. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen as often as it probably should. But we have been fortunate enough to be in a position. A lot of times we have guys from the office come down and show us a bunch of designs and kind of what we're thinking for the next few months. And we're able to say, hey, we like this and that. Tweak this and that. This really helped us because we really believe if we like something, that's our fans will like it too. We don't always nail everything, but for the most part, we feel like we have a good understanding of what people want. Look at what's the name? Oh my God, we want the smoke. We want the smoke. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. Look at their shirts. Now, when I saw the shirt, the first thing I thought of was them old shirts they used to sell back home on 125th Street, where they used to superimpose stuff on it, and they, you know, now those shirts are coming back because even the fucking Kardashians got shirts like that. And it says "We want the smoke and it's them," and it's supposed to be like old No Limit album covers. That right there, they had input. They didn't come up with that. Those people in the back didn't come up with those "we want the smoke" shirts. That was specifically the Street Profits thought, and it looks like that. It looks like they had input. This Jordan Myles shit, no. That man said a Rolling Stone's mouth, and I don't know what the fuck they put up there. Cause he smiled big, and Apollo Crews smiled big too, and look where that got him. With Cedric Alexander, do you really think Cedric Alexander said, "I want a pastel purple shirt with a gold, with my name in gold, real small at the top over the chest plate area," and that's it? You really think he said yeah? He was down with that? Right now, unless the superstar is popping, they don't have no creative control over shit. Biggie just proved that to you. Period. The New Day is a money maker. They steady making money, so they let them go ahead, tell us what you want. Bright shirts, unicorns, whatever. Whoop de whoop de whoop. The OC, I think AJ Styles may have a little input in that. Not too sure. But when I go to NXT and I look at these fucking merchandise t-shirts, it's all black shirts and then red here and there, and the logos are terrible. It looked like somebody didn't put no kind of thought into none of these ugly fucking shirts. And it is what it is. But you still have to be cognizant of your audience if you gave a fuck. But these people don't give a fuck. Okay? Alexa Bliss, I'm going to tell you, I'm looking at her shirt. She has creative input. She has creative input in her clothes. Now, I don't know about this oh my god and shit, but the little pictures of Little Miss Bliss and her and Nikki Cross and all that, I can see where she has creative control. In the beginning, Becky Lynch, like I said, I think in the beginning they didn't really pay no attention to her, but now that she's the man, she's able to, say, hey, put me on the shirt. What, I want my arms to show, and I want to stand up in where the man is instead of the A. Put me there, and I could tell people have creative control. The majority of these wrestlers do not, and I don't believe WWE even said that bullshit. We're not stupid, and we know. And these wrestlers have said across the years that no, they don't see their merch till after the show, or when they get there, they give them a t-shirt to put on, or fucking the Fiend. The Fiend literally just been on the scene for about what? Since the summertime, maybe? Since SummerSlam? And he got merch and all this shit. You think Bray Wyatt really was able to put input on that? They fucking the Fiend up right now. So ain't no way I'm finna sit here and believe WWE. Now, let's see what happens. Because I don't want this to draw out too much. What I don't want to happen, but what is going to happen, is they're going to take Jordan Myles off TV indefinitely. They're going to put him over in the corner. They're going to pay him because he got to get paid. It's the law. But it was up to them. He wouldn't get paid. Period. Okay? They're going to pay him. They're going to keep him on the shelf. And he going to just be, oh, I want to wrestle. And hey, today's Thursday. And oh, everybody whoop the whoop the whoop. And, waste his talent. And just fuck around and bullshit. Couple months, a year pass, and he'll show up on TV. Everybody done forgot who he is and what he's supposed to do, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. This isn't the first time a wrestler's been upset about their shirts. This is the more egregious one. But remember Alicia Fox's t-shirt? The bitch been on the company for almost 20 years, and look at her t-shirt. It's a fox with blonde hair and a goddamn diamond encrusted hat. Who finna pay $40 for that? Who finna pay for that? And you wouldn't even know what was going on if you didn't watch wrestling with her t-shirt. It's ridiculous. These t-shirts are supposed to represent these people, supposed to get the fans excited. Why do we have Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre in one picture? I don't know. But anyway, supposed to get the fans excited. Look at Ember Moon t-shirt. Look at it. You couldn't put Ember Moon on her t-shirt? Superimposed on t-shirt? No, it's just a moon that say Ember Moon. Eclipse normal. What the fuck does that mean? Eclipse normal? don't even know what this stuff is. What her merch is. It's terrible. It's garbage. She didn't say nothing because it wasn't, it wasn't her riding a baboon in the middle of the goddamn jungle. I'm gonna leave it here. 30 minutes. I can keep going on and on, but I'm not. This is WWE. They're gonna go ahead and retaliate and whip them and beat them up and do all the things. And they're not gonna let him go because AEW is popping right now, and he's a talent, and this is just what they do. And the question remains is, why did you sign with them? I think the person on Twitter made it because it's WWE and that's a dream. He didn't think he was gonna go get fucked up. People take jobs all the time and get in the job, and they getting paid good money, and they fucking miserable and devastated, and they can't handle it no more. And then they go in the workplace and shoot the motherfucker up. And everybody's like, well, why did they get? Because look. I stand with him, and this whole thing. This isn't the end of this, folks. We're gonna hear more about this, and it's not gonna stop, and it's gonna be terrible. And this is WWE, and this is the tone deaf and how they treat their stars who aren't white. There you go. Boom. I'm looking at the Street Profits pictures, the fucking merch right now. They clearly had input on that. Ain't no white person was going to say, ooh, let's do it like this. No. These niggas said, we want to have our shirts representative of us. And when you go to the Street Profits merch page, that we want the smoke merch jumps right the fuck out. They had creative control. Everything else is just red Street Profits are up. That's it. Or the little Street Profits chains and shit. That's it. I would buy that We Want the Smoke shirt because I think it's funny. Oh, ACH, you know what? Hang in there, brother. Over here at Wrestling Color, we stand with you, and listen, you're going to make it through. I'm going to get off here because this is 30 minutes and you probably ain't going to make it through the first 5. But thank you for listening anyway. Make sure you thumbs up and thumbs down this video. Join in the comments. Let me know how you feel, good, bad, or otherwise. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to know when I pop up with something. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are on the banner. The links are in the About section. The links are everywhere. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over and enjoying what I got to offer over here. My road to 100 continues. Have a good Monday, and I'll be back with some other stuff throughout the week. All right, y'all. Deuces.